Hello and welcome back to Manor Lords. This is episode 3 of our playthrough on the High Peaks map. We are in normal mode, well, as normal as you can, kind of custom game settings, and we are in April. So, I just want to talk about a few things from last episode. We had pelts. Turns out you cannot actually do anything with pelts. So, pelts need to get traded straight away, don't they? So, the thumbnail pelts, what are they good for? It is actually nothing. So don't have any surplus, just yeet them into the ether. I guess we should establish a trade route that, so we are constantly doing that. So what that means is we need to import hides so that we can foreign import price tariff plus 10. Ouch, that's rude, isn't it? And when did we set up that trade route that would get rid of that? We need to start importing hides. So, apart from that, once we can unlock that trade route, let's speed it up a little bit. Do we have any sheep down here now? We do. We have one sheep, and I'm hopeful that we will start to actually get a few more sheep. We have one sheep there, March, and who do we have here? Anna. Oh, so we do have 2 sheep. So fingers crossed, we're going to actually get some sheep farm. Yield is modest. That's because there's no wool. That's fine. Do we have? So let's just do a double check of who's doing what. So we have 2 people in the forager's hut. We have 1 person in here, and we have 1 person here. Nobody in the large storehouse up here. Maybe I want to rectify that a little bit when we can. I'm going to rectify it now, actually. 1 person, the woodcutter's lodge. Nobody's in the tannery because we don't have any hides yet. Stonemason station's empty as well. Lime kiln is also empty. Clay furnace, we have somebody because we're just going to burn for our stockpile of clay. There's my manor. Church is fine. And houses are fine. So what are we doing? Purchase pigs. Ooh. I wanted goats, didn't I? So the pigs produce pork, not York, pork. Provides a passive yield of milk, and every year, 3rd year, provides chevron and hides. So, realistically, if I want to do our own clothes, we need to get the hides on the go, don't we? But that requires regional wealth that I'm... No, yeah, it does require regional wealth, which I'm currently trading into the bin, apparently. What are we... So what trades do we currently have on the go? So we're importing tools, fine. We're not importing any food. We only have 7 months of food. Interesting. I'm also probably going to... No, I think I will leave the mushrooms being exported. We're exporting pelts. Fine. We're not trading any of that. Military, we're not trading any of that into. Oh, we are actually trading bows in. So maybe if I... No, we're not going to do that at the moment. And we are exporting firewood, and we're also exporting charcoal. Excellent, okay, so that's fine. So we just need to actually increase food production. Maybe we will do that today. Maybe we're going to get some wheat fields on the go. We don't have a super surplus of families. Do we have any burgage plots that could be upgraded to level 2 to have the extended living space? Because that's what we were doing, wasn't we? I do want to leave the sheep down here. I guess it costs money to just bring in the livestock, doesn't it? Why, March? Why aren't you just getting down into the... Maybe she doesn't like to move down here. Maybe that's weird for her. But we do have more sheep coming down, so that's excellent. Generic storage is full. This... it's one of these. What do we have that we can actually trade? So we have clay, pelts. The pelts should just be getting rid of. So I think we probably actually need some more burgage plots for more families. So obviously we have our tavern here. I also decided I don't like this road. So we're going to remove this road. And I want to do what we did over there, like with the pathway of convenience. Like so. And that might allow us to put another market in there. But what are we going to do? So I want more burgage plots. So do we think... I don't want to encroach on our manor too much, but I think another row of houses here might be or do we come off the main stretch? I think we'd probably come off the main stretch, wouldn't we? So granary storehouse, I think so. If we put some burgage plots in here, like so. It's probably a reasonable distance to go back. And let's bring them down. So yeah, that should be fine. They have space in the garden for an ancillary dwelling. Yeah, let's build that. And then maybe I'll build some up here. And then we're not going to get any closer to our manor. Because I do want to build castle walls eventually when I work out how to do that. Regional wealth is going down. It's because we're importing these sheepies, isn't it? We do, however, need them. Otherwise, this is going to take ages to grow. So we have Dorothea, which is a sheep, Anna, which is a sheep, and Gerhoz, which is the sheep lamb, which is going somewhere. That's interesting. So maybe we should think about fertility. So we don't have rye. Do we have rye? Where is farming? Field, farmhouse. I don't know if we can grow rye. It wasn't rye like in a separate bit. But anyway, let's think about this. So I would like the farmhouse not to be on the main track. I'd like it to be set back from the road a bit. And then obviously this is our King's Road. So if we do another pathway of convenience like this up here, and if I did this like this, and so we're going to come up here. So let's put our farmhouse in. Does the farmhouse still have 8 workers in it? So how much does this require? This only requires 3 logs. And we're going to put that there. Now, flax fertility. I'm thinking we might need to put another well in soon because I'm not sure how many families this. Oh, you can hover over and see the water supply. That's really sick. I love that. I love that. That's really cool. I don't know how until this is built. I don't know how many families you can put in this. However, let's do. I kind of want to keep this bit as. I don't hate the idea of actually keeping the stuff here and having this as like a fielded area. So maybe we will go for that. I want to know how close these are to like meeting their other requirements. They don't have meats and fishes. Are you guys like slacking? Oh no, you will only farm to a certain level, won't you? Meats, fishes, animal produce, fuels, garments. Well, at least they have the church access. I mean, there is that. No, these could be. No, they don't. Can I buy you a goat? I can. Would you also like a goat? You would. And would you also like a goat? You already have goats. Do we have apples growing yet? What are my apples doing? Hopefully that yield is really big, otherwise that's like just really annoying. So these houses built? They are built. And let's get them upgraded straight away as well. So I think, I can't remember who it was in the comments. I'm really bad with names. Left a comment saying that when I'd assigned a resource to a construction, that's why it wasn't potentially moving the resource on. And I think that is 100% right. I think that is massively right. So that's why when I was stacking loads of construction, it wasn't using the logs to turn into planks. So we're going to slow down a bit. Let's get some beets in there then. Let's just mix this all up. I want to see lots of variety. It's the spice of life. You have chicken coops. So what's actually in this storehouse? Pelts, wool, dressed stone, rubble. So what do we use wool for? I'm guessing it's under industry, isn't it? So the weaver uses wool. Oh no, I can't put anyone in there because then we have no one to build. Okay, so does the weaver use... The wool will produce... will turn wool into yarn. Which we can then use. Because you're producing... You're trying to produce shoes even though you can't. And you need linen to turn into gambesons, which we also can't. So I don't know how to actually change the secondary focus on this without deleting the building. So I guess we're just gonna screw us. That's the way that is at the moment, I guess. And they're putting this in. Lovely. Let's get this sped up just a little bit. I was going to attempt time lapses this time for you, but maybe the next building we will see them put it in. So 8 families. So when I watch City Planner plays, he liked to do like what he called a pod. Now I'm not going to call it a pod because I don't think that's right, but I'm going to do a little community over here by itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in. I'm also going to slow this down again. I'm really bad at this. So we're going to put a well in because why not? They would probably quite like to have a well over by the farm. And we're also going to put in a couple of burgage plots. So we need 8 people living here, do we? So if we come over to housing, if I draw it down here and we just have, I don't know, that can, how many can I get out of that? So there's 6 families into that, so I think that will do. And that's the farmhouse where they work. I didn't tell you to go in there. So fingers crossed they will come in and build that. I want to see more families moving in. Monthly migration +1. So hopefully we're going to get a few more families. And then we're going to get loads of families to fill out this out as well. So let's plan out our fields. So fertility wise. We have a lot more fertility over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to think about. I want to kind of make this look aesthetic. So let's put our first field in coming down to here. So like so. And if we did something that looked like that, and build that, and then we can set that to be. Yeah, that's really bad, isn't it? I think we're going to go for rye. Because everything else is crap. So we're going to go for rye. And then we're going to do crop rotation. So maybe we will go for rye fallow. Rye fallow. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Lovely. So we'll have that there. And then we're going to have to figure out how to produce rye bread. But we have plenty of time for that. Because I don't think they're going to be planting this anytime soon. So if we had a road running. Oh, maybe I cancel. Demolish. So maybe we have a road running like so alongside that. Let's build that there. Can I put that well back in? I can, it just didn't like me. Just didn't like me having it where it was. Fine. So then I'm going to run a road. I think I'll run a road just alongside this field. And I think I'm going to run one up to here. And I might actually even run it all the way around to this road at the top. So this is going to be the kind of like border of our farm. So we're going to have another field in. But what I'm going to build it from this side this time. Let's build it from this side this time. It'll be easier to draw it back. Love that. Nice. So, we're going to put in rye again, I guess. Rye, fallow, rye. I hope these guys like rye bread because they're going to be eating a lot of it. And we have people move into this house yet. We're not doing too great with our... How much sheep do we have now? We have 4. At what point do these just guys start to breed by themselves? I really wish I had like... I could change the... Because you're just sat there. You're just sat there doing nothing. and I can't tell you to do anything different. Maybe we'll get the regional wealth to get the hides in, so at least we can start to get shoes on the go. Do you have a family? No, there was no family in there. Are you waiting to be upgraded? You are, but we have no meat. I guess just the size of the populace. This could become a problem. But anyway, let's continue with our farm. Herman is transporting timber. I did mean to speed this up a little bit. Okay, so back to our farm. So I'm guessing we're going... Oh, look at that. I love that. So that is going to be... That is sick. That is really sick. Fallow. Rye. Oh, you're actually not bad for barley. I'm going to actually change you to barley. Which means we can go barley, 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 and fallow. Right. That's going to be good. I want to get beer. And then we're going to continue this road, I guess kind of straight up here. And then we will do more of our pathways of convenience. So, I'm going to put one more. I'm just going to keep chucking the fields down. I don't know what the ratio is. I haven't researched what the ratio is. I really love this tracing tool. It is absolutely sick. There we go. So what is your fertility? We're going to go back to rye again. No, fallow. Fallow, rye. I do want to get some more barley, but maybe we'll have to do over the road a little bit. Oh, I'm excited. Do we get a family in, or do we wait? No, let's just build all of these and get all of the extra space. Have I put anyone in the weaver yet? Is there any point? How many sheep do you have? You have 4. I wonder if these just reproduce by themselves, or is there like a critical mass of things I need? Yeah, you've got a far way to walk, haven't you, Peter? It just sucks, doesn't it? But unfortunately, the sheep, if you keep them up here, die. So, like, what am I meant to do? I don't know, Peter. You tell me. That road now looks a bit silly, doesn't it? But whatever. Let's come down here. So pop that one in. And then we'll pop one in. There we go. Oh, lovely. I love a save. So, what are you going to be? Or you can be... You really hate rye, don't you? No, beef rye. Fallow. And rye. How much food do we have? 9 months, that's fine. Obviously rye again. Rye, fallow. There we go. We're going to have a lot of rye on the go. Salt. I wonder what the fertility looks like down here. Barley. There's some reasonable barley fertility there. There is great barley fertility over here. Make beers over here. But it's all crap up here. Great. Just kind of is what it is, isn't it? Do we have people living here yet? No. Do we have people living here? Yes, Michael. Well done. Let's get this sped up a little bit. because I want to get some families in so we can start growing. Can any of these be upgraded? So you're a burgage pot level 1. So what are you missing? Meats, fishes, animals, produce. I don't... Like, are you not trading the animal produce? Or do we not have much animal produce? We just don't have much. Oh, well, that'll be in the granary, won't it? So we have herbs. We have mushrooms. Carrots and... I guess people are just getting their meat as soon as they can. And that sounds... Yeah, like, I don't know. Hopefully... I guess the goats may help that at some point. We put goats in there. I put a pig in there. We put pork in there. Okay, that's, well, something at least. Are we still trading for these sheep? I may stop trading for these sheep now and just see if they, like, naturally accrue. Maybe if we just take that away. No trade. And that means you can come out of it, doesn't it? I may put... Ooh, what's that? I maybe don't start until the winter with this because there's no point until then, is there? But I like how this looks. And you need a construction expansion. So, we are going to start getting some more families in here. I do want to stop wasting the regional wealth, so maybe we can start a trade for hides so that I can actually start to give these guys some employment. So, if you what do you use yarn for? Is yarn like an ancillary thing? So, was I just chasing crap with this? At least we got the little sheepies. That does please me. What other stuff into farming do we have? So we have pasture. We have a sheep farm. Windmill. Wheat grain into wheat flour, rye flour into rye. So we need a communal oven to make rye bread, and we're also going to need a windmill. So, I mean, maybe we will put some more fields down here. Maybe we could put a windmill and some houses down here. Yeah, I'm going to upgrade that ploughing station. And maybe some more houses. I can't upgrade... Oh, you have meat. Okay, upgrade. You've run over to the shops over the road and you bought some meat. Quickly, get the meat in. Work area is empty. Oh, okay. Well, have a day off. You are slowly getting the food there. I do really like this game. I would say I'm not very good at it. But that's fine, isn't it? I guess we're going to get someone in the weavers then to turn the wool into yarn. And then we'll see what we can do with yarn. Probably not a lot. I also wanted to put someone in this storehouse, didn't I? So random stuff, isn't it? So are they constructing that? They are constructing that. We are heading into September, so we will have another winter soon, which is fine. How come you've got like you managed to get the animal produce, but okay. Is it animal produce or meats? Okay. So they need meats and fishes. Okay, so that's why we got an issue. And garments. And beer. Everyone needs beer. Crops rotated. So I am going to now I'm going to trade for... Do we need another stable? Or hitching post? I am still fumbling my way around the mechanics. So where's the hitching post? Is that under... Logistics? It is. Can I put... Oh, I can't put one there. That's unfortunate, isn't it? What up there? Oh, I can put one up there. There we go, that worked out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade for... Put someone back in the livestock trader. And we're going to trade... So we have two. I would like to import and go for 4. No, I don't want to demolish that. And then what I'd like to do is I'd like to assign the livestock to here. And we're going to put 4 guys in here. And what I'm thinking is we're going to have our windmill over here. So another pathway of convenience. You're going to get sick of me hearing me say that. Look at them go, they're ploughing the fields. So fingers crossed, winter is approaching. So, what else do we need for... We need a windmill. I think that would look nice, quite nice coming over the hill. But we're going to put a windmill here. Pop the windmill here. I am also going to put a few more burgage plots in here. Just off this side of the road. Just to sort of separate out. I don't want it too close to King's Road either. I kind of want it there. Maybe I need to make this road come a little bit further down. I know it's a bit sheer. But I'm sure when their houses are worth hundreds of £1,000s in many years' time, and priceless relics of a foregone age, they'll just fall off the cliff, won't they? And there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the windmill here. We're going to have a couple of families living over here. Did we put the well in? We did put the well in. I'm very happy with that. Let's upgrade that well as well. And fingers crossed, we're going to get plenty of crop from this. How much regional wealth do we do? Can I expand this? Can I start to import hide yet? No, I can't. Do we actually use herbs for anything? Do they just season the food? Or should I just be eating them into the ether? Well, we have loads of cabbages, loads of beetroots. Well, we have apples as well. I wonder how you turn apples into cider. Do you reckon it's in industry? Malt house. Barley into malt. Tannery hides into leather. Weavers turn wool into yarn. So yeah, let's slow this down a little bit. So we do need not a maltery. A malt house. That just turns barley into malt. I wonder if there's like an ancillary plot that turns like cider into brewery. Enables production of ale from malt. What about? So we are gonna have to have a bakery. So I guess we might as well put one in. Or do we go? No, we're not going to go for communal ovens. We're just going to go straight for a bakery. Fine. The windmill is built. We don't have a family to run it yet. But these houses are also going in, so that's fine. I don't even think we have all of these. Yeah, okay. We haven't even filled, like, these houses yet. So, that is perfectly fine. We'll set that to no trade now. And maybe we'll upgrade that as well to a small stable. So livestock, I should be able to assign another oxen here. Because we have 4, so over our... Where is our original hitching post? Oh, I'll upgrade that to a small stable as well. Lovely stuff. So I'm not going to get too close to this edge. I feel like that might be the boundary line of the fields. I am quite happy with how that's turned out though. I think that looks moderately nice. Kind of respected tree line. I like the paths of convenience. I like the windmill over here. I don't know how much they're going to produce, but we will see. Yield none. But I do have to have them. So let's power through this winter. Let's power through this winter. How much money do we have? So we have 70. So does that mean I can hire another... Can I hire more men? I can. I could recruit one. Cool. Excellent. Maybe I should look at our taxation. Do I increase the land tax? Maybe that will do. No, let's not be an arsehole. Let's set it at like, oh god no. Set it at 7. What about 10? Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll get a little bit more gold, and then hopefully I can improve my retinue. Weaver's workshop. You still can't be upgraded. You can. It's the ones in the middle of town. So, ancillary residence, smithy. So you can produce that. Cobbler's workshop, production of shoes. Doesn't say from what to. Joiner's workshop. Tailor's workshop. Armourer's workshop. Bowyer's workshop. A butcher's workshop. Mutton and hides from surplus livestock. So maybe we're going to have to want to get into a butcher's as well. Not that we have. Oh, we do. Are they reproducing? Because I did tell them to stop actually bringing. I did actually tell them to stop bringing livestock in, didn't I? March is still waiting here. So yeah, let's rip through this. Hopefully some more families come. How is our... So we have 10 months of food, 36 months of fuel. The hunting camp isn't cutting it. That's why I need to like get into these ancillary food sources. Because we have... Oh, you do have some game. I haven't picked one for you yet. Do we just go nuts and pick the bakery? Or should I pick the apiary? Oh no, what I want to do is I want to actually, now that we've got that, let's get the... Do I just go actually straight for importing the leather? No, that's very expensive. If I have somebody do it myself. Establish a trade route. So I'd like to import hides. And that means I can get someone working in the tannery. So we can actually start to get food, not food, clothes. But I feel that that'll be a next season thing. We need to get some more families working in here first. I don't like I can take you out now. Okay. So maybe I actually do need more people working in these story houses. Family members have joined, excellent. And then we'll put someone in that once we have the families. And I am going to turn you into a... We're definitely going to be getting into the bakery, so into the bread stuff. So I'm going to put a bakery in, and then we can start having the rye bread once we make the rye flour. So they're going to produce rye flour, and hopefully rye flour will get turned into rye bread over here, and we can have a real nice rye industry. I guess if yarn is useless, I might actually start trading yarn away if I can. Because how much yarn do we have? 18 yarns. Oh, we have hides. We have hides. Please tell me you're doing so. I didn't put anyone in the tannery. No, I can't yet. So maybe we start trading the yarn away. Crafting material. Where are you, yarn? I really wish there was a tooltip to tell me, like, oh, yarn does this. Can I come over here and see what yarn does? Yarn. No. We will just trade our yarn away in a bit. I don't see any reason to keep yarn. It doesn't seem to do anything. Unless you need it as like a material for the tailor shop. Oh, we can produce woolen clothes. That's what I want. Okay, we're not trading yarn away. We're going to make our own clothes. Excellent. And we're not going to have a production limit on that. So we're going to be able to have woolen clothes and leather clothes because of the trade routes I've set up. That was definitely... I definitely planned that out. There was definitely no, like, absolute madness with that. So, right. Can we put some ancillary jobs in your backyards? I do like the idea of cider, but I just don't know how we're getting cider. But let's put some orchards in, because fruit is never a bad thing in anybody's diet. Tailor shop, cobbler shop. I need the cobbler shop for shoes, and we need that for... We probably are going to need a butcher's as well. Maybe you over here could be a butcher's. Though I do kind of like the idea of having a butcher's over here because the shambles where we go in York, where we collect the little ghosties, that used to be a butcher's lane. So I would kind of like to mimic that a little bit. So maybe we come down here. And something like that. I don't hate it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a... I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll do a road up here. No, that needs to be a little bit wider, I think. Like that. And then we might run some butcher shops up there. I could also put a butcher's over here. It's kind of out in the countryside, isn't it? It's nice. But it's not level 2, so we can't yet. So for our first one, it's probably going to be this one is going to be the next to upgrade. So you will let me demolish your ancillary purpose, but you won't. Not you. Yeah, no, you. That's really weird, isn't it? I guess once you've trained the people. Fallow, rye, barley, rye. So we need a family in here to do stuff because the rye is growing. Or are you sowing the rye? I don't really know. Do we have rye? I'm not sure. But we do have more sheep. The sheep are reproducing. Lovely. Which means you should actually be doing something now. You do, you have garments. We just need animal produce and access to beverages. I mean, I could just import beer, couldn't I? We could just import beer. I don't know. Is that funny? Are you actually doing stuff as well now? So we have woolen clothes. Is shoes an extra? So there is no one in the tannery. Interesting. One person in there. Ooh. And are you producing? You are not producing anything because we don't have rye yet. I think I just need to get more people in these houses. Oh, they do. They have people in them. So, what do we reckon? Are we just going to go hard for apples and see if I can work out how to make cider? Yeah, go on. Not enough regional wealth. Well, I could have told you that. So you have... I've had a burgers plot over here that I couldn't upgrade. Or is everything upgraded to level 2 now? Bakery. Oh, I have to... Well, Scott, you're not paying attention, are you? Burgers plot. Oh, they're only level 1s. They need the animal. Okay, fine. I imagine people are very upset because they've seen everyone else's houses are getting upgraded and I've just completely ignored those. We also need to get families back into the mushroom foragers because I imagine we are absolutely screwing it over there. How many people live in this? No families. No families. We have some people living there. Okay. Maybe I do need to come in with my Shambles S Street down here. Oh, no. So maybe if I do go kind of hard with this down here. So we drop that like that. And then just go like that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 new houses. And this is going to be like Butcher's Row. It will just be butchers down here. How are we getting on for time? 41 minutes. Hopefully we have started to make a bit of progress. I genuinely reckon I do need some more people in to help work the land. I mean, we are only in May. I'm hoping the yield will be good. But we'll see. How are we doing for food? We have 8 months of food. We have mushroom foragers in here. We have 1 mushroom forager in here. That's fine. I don't know what the herbs are for either. Maybe we just... How many herbs? Are the herbs just going up? I was going to say maybe we could just yeet the herbs into the forest field as well. Are you producing leather? You are. Which means we got shoes as well. Lovely. So I am expanding the population at a rapid rate. I hope this doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. I'm not as adaptive as I am at Timberborn, so it might be like, oh no, we have no food. Which would be funny. I mean, slightly funny. They do really want a tavern. I wonder if... See, Malt House just says barley into malt. Is there, like, the help? How did I access that help thing? Ah, there we go. Down here? Help, right. So... Reserved extension slot, backyard extension, artisans. Okay, trade points. Resources. Where is cider? It'd be really nice if this was in like alphabetical order, wouldn't it? Rye flour, clothes linen, yarn, eggs, a dead body, lovely. Cider. Required for crafting apples, but where is it crafted? Because I imagine ale will tell me where it's crafted. No, it doesn't. Building, yeah, it just doesn't say. So maybe we build a tavern and see what happens. Oh. I'm not building it on the village greeneries. That's like degen. I'm going to put it on the main road as you walk into town. Oh, I've uglied that, haven't I? I've really uglied that. Can I get away with that? Yeah, there you go. So this is a travelling a passers-by tavern. Yeah, just how it should be. Good. Just how it should be. And hopefully they'll come along and build that. Oh, they're building all this first, aren't they? So that we can have our massive population boom. So that I can actually staff this farm properly. I just love it. Look at them all walking around. And we have this extra well over here as well, so everyone's supplied with water. I love that. Nah, this is sick. I really do enjoy this game. Even if I'm not very good at it. Hopefully we're going to actually start to get some rye. I don't know when the harvesting time is. Ooh, what's... Ooh. Threshing is when you collect the stock, isn't it? So maybe I do need to actually up the amount of staff, because I don't want... I want to get all the stuff into the fields before, you know... Not into the fields, into the pantry storehouse before, you know, winter comes and spoils it. So I guess this is one of them time sensitive things where you do need enough people working in here, otherwise it's just not going to work. Because these guys are still sowing, I think. But that's fine. We don't have any livestock in there. Do we have livestock in here? We do, we have Michael. Okay. I can't believe I built 2 bakeries next to each other. At least we're not going to struggle to produce the rye. Food. I hope these guys just really like mushrooms. If they don't, they're in the wrong place. They're just really in the wrong place. And our tavern's being built. So we will see what the requirement for the tavern is when we get there. And whether I just have to start importing beer. I can think of worse things to import, to be honest. Do we have other stuff we can export? So we could, depending on how much bread we start to make, we could make a lot of money off rye bread. I don't think our apple orchards are doing very well at the moment. I mean, they are doing fine. I just think as soon as people couldn't have an apple, they're like, oh, I'll have an apple. Which is fine. I want to know how to make cider. I really want to make cider. Hopefully you can put a gin distiller in at some point. Mead and ale. Obviously the game is in early access, so it is what it is. It's not a complaint. But we are just lacking on the animal products. Oh, so these are still level 1, but I knew I had some level 1 burgers plots. You literally have, like, goats living in your back garden. Like, how do you not have access to animal produce? I find it very odd. We're about to get through to winter again. We are almost on 50 minutes, so I will see if we can get this harvesting. Oh yeah, okay, let's get this harvesting. I will see if we can get this harvesting, and then if I've screwed this up, we will know, and I can be upset when everyone dies. Maybe I should have probably had... Ah, the tavern is built. Right, let's slow it down. Let's see what the tavern needs. Oh, it hasn't built. Foolish me. I'm hopeful they're going to start, like, actually chopping this stuff down soon. Because we are coming into, I guess, threshing season? Harvest season? You call it threshing? Threshing. Advance. You only produce ale. Why game? Why'd you tell me there's a cider? There is no entertainment supply. We are not providing entertainment for the people of Luterfluch. But I don't think I can import yet because I don't think we have enough. I don't think we have enough. What words am I trying to say? Harvest season has started, so they are going to start yeeting this out now. Excellent. Look at that. Look at that go. Oh, look at them work. I'm loving that for them. So in theory, you're going to actually start to produce some. You're actually going to start to produce me some rye flour. Predicted harvest. Really? So we have 69 rye. And you're going to 3 barley. Wow, that was certainly a thing, wasn't it? Oh, 10 barley. They're just pulling it in now. I guess they didn't plant that late enough. So in theory, you should now come and turn the rye grain, the rye sheaves, into what do you do? Should you not turn the rye sheaves into rye flour? What am I missing? Right, to the help thing again. Where's rye? Please put this into alphabetical order, Dev. Rye sheaves, storage and required for crafting. But where? Where? Tell me where. Windmill. Turn wheat grain. I wish I understood this game. Deep mine, garrison tower, fisherman's hut, burger's plot. Woof. Granary. No. Right, so I will have a look, I guess, between now and next episode and figure out what I'm doing with my rye. Because you must have... Oh, you got eggs. You got... The barley's been transferred over here as well now. So I guess maybe one of these could be turned into a malt house if I... You're not high enough. Brewery. No, I need the malt house to turn them... Okay. Okie dokie. I think we may leave it there, because what do I do with this stuff? Harvest season has ended. I mean, you still can get that out. There's nothing stopping you pulling that stuff out of the ground. So, I think we did about 2 years there, or 18 months. I hope you're enjoying this, where this is going. If you'd like to see me do anything specific, please let me know. I would actually like to maybe expand, but that's going to be scary, and me taking someone on and fighting them, and I'm not sure how brave I feel about that, but we will give it a go. Maybe some farms over here for barley. I would also like to... I do want to get into a castle at some point. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this, please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.